Okay, so today I'm here with Karo here in Los Angeles, North Hollywood. So thank you very much, Karo, for this interview for globalmma.com.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure always.
So Karo, you have done many good fights at UFC at the high level. You've maybe have some good memories of it. What's your favorite fight? What's your best souvenir?
Every fight has its beauty. Every fight has its memories. Specifically, there's no fight that I can say this is the best fight. I can name big fights that I've won. Josh Berkman, main event fight. Nick Diaz. A lot of good fights I fought in the UFC and won. Matt Serra. These are big time fighters. But as far as a specific fight where I can say it was the biggest fight, I can't really say. Each fight has its own time and own memory. That being said, I think that the best fights are yet to come. Yet to come.
So you are doing judo, that's right? Your main martial arts is judo?
Yeah, my main discipline has always been judo. I started with Gokar and Jean LaBelle about 22, 23 years ago. Judo, I don't even know what judo meant. I just liked the word judo. And then finally one day I fell into it and I started doing judo. Started winning a lot of tournaments, a lot of nationals, international tournaments. And when the time came when I was 14, they wanted to take me to Mexico so I can fight pro MMA. And ever since then, when I got in the mainstream MMA fights, a lot of judo guys were never successful in the mixed martial arts game because they thought if they were judo guys, they can't fight. But what they understand, I'm a judo guy. A lot of Olympic champions fought MMA, Pride, UFC, but they couldn't really win the fights to their advantage. They couldn't take it to the fight where they wanted to be. For me, I was able to mix it up with my punches and my grappling so I can get into the judo throws. So when I got in the UFC and high-level MMA, I was like, I'm a judo guy. They didn't laugh at my face, but behind, they were like, what's a judo guy going to do in MMA? And I said, watch, I'm going to do specific judo throws. Specific. Those aren't any other, it was specific judo throws. And you need a judo gi. You need a uniform to throw your opponent. And I did it without any gis, so that's the beauty of that sport. Yeah,
you have maybe the most judo throws in MMA. We used to see your highlights with the judo. It's really good. What's your favorite move in judo?
Favorite Uchimata is one of my favorites. It's one that actually is very successful in my fights. Harai Goshi, drop sayonagi, everything I pretty much do. A lot of foot sweeps, but I would say a lot of the hip throws. That's when I launch my opponents pretty high. It's kind of like eye candy. I like that.
So you have some fights planned soon, that's right?
Yeah, I'm fighting Bellator, most likely April 11. It's actually in California. It's a local show at Pachanga Casino. So we're training for that. I started camp this week. I got about 2 more months to go till the fight. So try to peak until the day of the fight. Other than that, man, try to get in shape. For the last 6 months, I've turned my life around. You know, I was in hell for about 4 years, not training, not doing anything, very depressed. Thank God now everything is back to normal. Time to pick up, man. Time to pick up where I left off. You know, so that's the plan.
Who is your opponent?
Cristiano Souza, a Brazilian fighter, 11-0 undefeated. Really good fighter. Musculant guy, looks like a bodybuilder. But I've taken care of a lot of those guys.
Do you think the level of the MMA fighters has increased since all the years?
There's honestly guys I see that fighting in the big stream Bellator UFC. No disrespect to anybody, but there's guys that I'll see. He's 4-1 and he's fighting in the UFC. Fine, he's a high-level athlete. My hat's off to him. But as far as mixed martial arts goes, it becomes like an everyday thing. It's not, the excitement is not there anymore. Every weekend there's a big show. Every weekend there's some big fights. I think there's talent, but not where you're going to not impressing me. Again, no disrespect to any fighter. Every fighter and every fight has its own beauty. For me, I respect skill set, not muscles, not guts. That stuff can happen. You can go to the gym and get muscles, $30 a month. Skill set and technique is something different. That's what I respect. When you can show skills, my hat's off to you. I can name fighters where you might never even heard of, but I respect them as a fighter because they actually have talent and skill. A lot of guys these days, not too much.
What do you do when you have free time? Do you have some hobbies that you like to do?
Hobbies? I don't know. I go out a lot, see friends. I don't know, go on dates, whatever. Just try to stay cool, but I'm an extreme kind of guy. I'm not one of those guys that'll chill out all day at home. There's always something got going on in my life. There's always drama in my life. That's the worst part. But if there's no drama, life is not. I mean, I don't like drama, but you know, if it's not like this, it's boring. So, yeah, I'll find something to do.
Ok, so see you fighting soon at Bellator. Donc suivez Karo pour son prochain combat au Bellator en avril. So wish you a good luck for this fight.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me and all the French and whoever was watching. Love you guys.
Thank you, Karo.
Thank you.